Welcome to a GCN training session, and today we've got 60 minutes of hard work in store for you today. Now you're joining me, Hank, and I'm going to be talking through every little bit of this session. Now, if you've clicked on this, you probably noticed that it's a threshold session, meaning we're going to be building our sustainable power. And you're in the right place, and you're also in the right place for being able to do your indoor training workout with us here on GCN Training. Now, we've got some guests that are joining us today, so yes, I'm not alone, thank the Lord. We've got up front, we've got Manon Lloyd. You might notice her from presenting on GCN and also presented some of the training videos before. She's done a few races in her time. She'll probably mention during this session, she's also competed at the European Championships. But we'll go into that further later on in the session. Up front as well, we've got Manny Arthur. Now, Manny Arthur is Presidente of the Black Cyclists Network, a network that's growing rapidly. And I've got to say, it's been good to have his company with us today. On the back row, we've got Katie, professional cyclist. Won some races in her time, cyclocross rider and road rider. And she's going to be working her magic during this 60-minute session. Also joining her on the back row is Laura. Now, Laura, not only is a cyclist, also a violinist, played in the West End. There you have it. So we have got an illustrious group. Me, on the other hand, no results to speak of. Just some wacky challenges. Anyway, now this is the moment we're going to start doing our warm-up. So you might have noticed we're all just kind of spinning off the legs. Not much power going through at the moment. This is all just to get us in the zone. Have a think about what we're going to be doing and what the plan is moving forward. 60 minutes on the clock, and it's counting down rather rapidly. As you can see on screen, we're kind of raising up the tempo. So the moment we're at a perceived effort level of 2. So this is, I like to call it, crystal cranking. We're not putting much power through the pedals. This is just about waking ourselves up, building the blood flow throughout the body. Our heart rate will slowly begin to rise, starting off from resting, jumping on the bike. Naturally, you'll have a slightly higher heart rate, and as you start to put more pressure through the pedals, your heart rate will start to rise accordingly. We've got a ramping up session into the warm-up, making sure we're warmed up sufficiently before we hit the efforts. As we go through the efforts, we've got some threshold efforts, as I said, and then we're going to be hitting some max efforts to finish before some recoveries in between. But don't worry too much about that. Let's focus on what we're doing now. Make sure you've got some water on board. If you look around, all our guests have some water on board, and you'll see them take sips throughout the session, making sure you're hydrated. Now, as we know, hydration is absolutely key. Our bodies are made up of a huge amount of fluids, and we need to make sure we're replenishing those fluids, especially if you're on the indoor trainer. You're going to be expelling a lot of water, a lot of liquid, a lot of salt. So it's a good time to get some electrolytes in. Make sure you keep sipping. And if you don't have water, now's the time to jump off your bike, go grab one, and put it in an area where you can reach it, so you don't have to get off the bike. The last thing you want to do is be halfway into your session, have to jump off the bike to grab some more fluid. So make sure you've got everything you need in reaching distance. Now, also, a good idea is to make sure you have a towel. Now, you will notice none of us have towels. Now, there is good reason for that. Well, there isn't, actually. We just don't have any. But if you do have a towel, make sure you grab it. And that way you can make sure you wipe the sweat off your bike and also your forehead. And you'll be seeing me in about 5 minutes dripping or melting like a snowman. So you can wait for that. Right, as we're moving forwards, we're building up our RPM. Our RPM is our revs per minute. Is that correct, Manon?
That is correct.
That
Revolutions per minute.
There we go. And so we're going to be building that up. We're looking at an RPM of 80, but it's all, during this warm-up, it's all about feel. So just do what you feel is best for you. Get the legs spinning. Engage the mind. You're thinking about the session. This is your time now, whether it's a morning session, an evening session, whether it's putting work behind you, or you just want to wake yourself up and start the day on the right foot. This is a good way to do it. We've got 1 minute and 40 seconds on this perceived effort of 4 now. So now's time where you want to look at having a BPM of around maybe 140, but it's very personal. So you want to keep it nice and spinning. Make sure your heart rate's rising. Look at that, we've already smashed out 6 minutes. Say what? Love it. Who knew I could talk for 6 minutes straight? Hey, Manon.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's it. Now we're going to be going through this session. I'm going to be asking Manny Arthur and also Manon Lloyd, who are both wearing microphones, a few questions so we get a sneak peek into maybe the pro peloton or what it's like being part of the Black Cyclists Network from Manny Arthur. So we look forward to that. And if you've got any questions for us, then I'm afraid you can't answer them here, but in the comment section below, that is exactly what it's for. So if you're enjoying it, if you're enjoying the session, or you recommend another session that you'd like us to do, let us know in that section below. Now, if you're wondering what trainers we're on, we're all riding the Wahoo Kickers. Now, these are smart trainers. They're direct drive, so our rear wheel gets taken out, replaced by the turbo, and this helps for good transition of power. So we're on them. We've also got our Wahoo Kicker mats as well. Right, we've got a perceived effort of 6 there. So let's build it up now. Let's add some more resistance. Like that, so you can hear the gears starting to change. Love that sound. It's always that sound when you're in a club ride and all you hear is beep, 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 beep if you're on Di2 and if you're on mechanical. And that is the changing of the gears. And then boff, straight past you. Anyway, 226 at this effort now. Manon, I reckon we should start building up a little bit more, hey? Don't you think? That's what I like to hear.
What, you want me to go down a gear?
No, you're all right. Let's just build up your RPM.
Bit slow, is it?
A little bit slow.
Okay, boss.
A little bit slow. Let's keep everyone working now. It's easy to cheat the session, but with us, there's no cheating going on here. This is all natural. This is real. This is reality training. Right, 1 minute and 45 seconds. Manny Arthur's riding some 38 bars. Now, something you'll notice if you're watching cycling now, everyone's starting to go for those much skinnier width bars. Now, this is more for aerodynamics than it is for handling. What's my view on it? I'm not going to answer that. But I personally like a 40 width bar, good for handling, and I reckon it's fairly aerodynamic too. But that's what he's riding. He's also riding a nice white Orbea, matching white shoes and socks, sparkling clean. Now that is the sign of someone who knows their fashion. We got a perceived effort of 6 now. Manon's gone for the stealth look. Black GCN training kit, black socks, black shoes, and a stealth-looking Pinarello dogma. Very nice. I think they're 303s or 404s. Zip wheels. Discs. She's swapped out the Canyon rim brake, gone for disc today. Good for stopping. Not much use on the trainer. Right, 30 seconds. Everyone's looking incredibly poised and ready to unleash the power. Hold it back now. Let's pace it. But don't you worry, I'll let you know when to unleash all the horses you've got in the stable. I've got getting on 3. Not real ones. Right. 2 seconds. Let's back it off now. That was our little ramp. So we've got a nice easy spin now for just 1 minute. And then we get back into building up into that threshold zone. So we look at perceived effort of 6 now for 2 minutes. And then we go for a perceived of 7 for 2 minutes. Back to 6 for 2 minutes. Then we go to 9 for 2 minutes. Back down to 6. And then we get a rest. Do you know how good that sounds? I can hear you now. Shouting at your screen. Hungry for it. It's music to my ears. Our guests, on the other hand, very quiet. Very quiet. Right. Manny Arthur, are you ready? In 10 seconds.
I'm ready, Hank.
We want to add some gears, buddy.
Okay.
I want to hear some changes of gears from our guests. Here we go now. We've hit a 2-minute mark. Let's get another gear on there. Let's welcome it to the party. I love that phrase. Does it make sense? Maybe not. But we'll go with it. Right. We're into our first effort now, and we've already just gone. 12 minutes has just passed. We're into 2 minutes at level 6. This is going to really start to warm the engines. We're not going full blast, but we definitely should see some beads of sweat coming from our guest's forehead. Katie's putting some effort in. I can see already the sweat is about to unleash. Manny Arthur, I can't see because there's a big light in front of me, but I can see his legs. His legs are looking very good. Right, 1 minute at this level 6, and then we're going to add another gear to the party. Oh, yes! We want that extra gear, that extra resistance. Now, if you're not on a bike, maybe you're on a spinning bike, or whatever kind of bike you're on, just kind of add that bit of resistance in. Keep you true. Keep you pushing yourself. That's what we want. Right. 34 seconds now. If you're wondering what kind of wattage I'm sitting at, the moment I'm sitting at 240. I'm going to build it 20 watts when I hit the next set. And in 15 seconds, we're going to add another gear. Manon, do we like the sound of adding another gear?
Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Now that is the sign of someone who's cool, calm, and collected. Completely the opposite to me. 1, and another gear. I did just see Manon's chain move, and all our guests actually for that matter. Look at that, we got 2 minutes, and then we drop down again. My wattage straight away when I've just changed gear has shot up to about 270. Nothing too drastic for me, but remember, all wattage is personal to you. It all depends on weight, fitness, how much time you give the bike, etc., etc. Now, keep strong on the bike. The turbo is a place where you can just be in your zone, but use that space to get comfortable, get acquainted with the bike, get strong in your pedaling technique, engage the core, fire those glutes. The glutes are a muscle that actually need some mental push to get them to work. So when you're riding now, just try and activate your glutes. Make them work, think about them working. A big muscle you want to utilize, and they sometimes can go to sleep on us. So sit back in the saddle, drive your pedal through the ground, activate those calves, pulling back if you're using clip-in pedals. We've got 25 seconds, then we're going to drop it back down a gear. Before we got a 2 minute threshold effort. 10 seconds now, we're going to drop down. Manny Arthur's looking poised. Manon Lloyd So calm, so collected. Drop it down, 1 gear. Nice, everyone was willing to do that. You can see jumping from the levers, no hesitation. Now, if you've just dropped down a gear, you're naturally going to raise your cadence. Remember though, it's the effort, it's the power through the pedals that we're looking for at the moment. So back off, it's slightly less than before. We've got 1 minute, 30 seconds before we go into a near off max. That's 90%. I am dripping. And I love it. It's heat training. Right. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Katie, Laura, looking good, feeling good. Dancing on those pedals. Right, here we go. 57 seconds. We're going to add 2 gears. 2 gears for this next effort. So double the resistance you're using now. Well, not double, but you know what I mean. Brain's got all fuzzy. Right. Here we go now. 34 seconds. Think about it. $20 seconds now. We are absolutely smashing through this session like it was 1992. The year I was born.
I was wondering about that, Hank.
8 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 gears now. If you want to jump out of the saddle, you can do. This is a perceived effort of 9. We want to put some solid power down. It's 2 minutes long. You want to pace it. Nevertheless, we want to see some power. Do your best now to focus. 1 minute 40 down. You can do it. Believe in yourself. If you want to be outside, you can do. Imagine yourself climbing next to the greats of the sport. Oh, if burning calories motivates you, think about it. Every watt you put out is more calories burnt, more pizza to be eaten. Right, dig in now. 1:17. The time is ticking down. The time waits for no one. Our effort is going to be sustained. We are going to overpower our natural ability, which is to stop the pain. But we want to fight through. We want to break the mold. Fight through the wall. Here we go, 50 seconds now. Add another gear if you want to. Build it up. 380 is the power. I'm happy with that. Come on now. Get back in the saddle if you want to. Drive the pedals down. 35 seconds. Hold it. Hold it now. Come on. Come on, Manon. Love that pain face. The tongue is out. The beads of sweat are flowing. 20 seconds to go. Manny Arthur out the saddle. I can't breathe. This is a good sign. Woo. 10 seconds. And then we're dropping it down 2 to 3 gears. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down now. Sit back in the saddle, but keep the pressure on. 2 minutes before our rest. Come on now. Hold some power in. Perceived effort of 6. Keep strong. Fight through. The lactate acid will be in the legs now. You'll feel a warm, tingly feeling. The acid seeping into the muscles. This is really going to help flush the muscles through when we hit that recovery bit. But we can't recover yet. We're still in the peloton. We're still here to fight. Come on, boy. 1 minute and 14 seconds. Come on now, dig in. Last little bit. Push it. Lovely, lovely style by all our guests over there. So good and so natural on the bikes. If you're looking at getting good position on the bike, these are the people to watch. 50 seconds. Come on now, start bringing it in. Start going to the deepest place you can go. Come on now. 38 seconds left of this set. That time is rapidly coming down. You know watts are holding steady. 25 seconds. Come on, Manny Arthur. Let's hold that effort. Let's hear a motivational quote in the next 5 seconds. Come on now.
Oh, push the tempo. Spinning is winning.
There we go. Push the tempo. Spinning is winning. Come on. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Woo! Look at that.
Ooh,
It deserved a bit of a woo, because we deserved it, didn't we, Manon?
we did.
We got a 4-minute recovery. Imagine your cranks have turned to glass. We don't want to break them. They are not steel. They are not carbon anymore. They are not even alloy. They have turned to glass. The stuff that is fragile, breaks under strain. We're not going to put some strain through them pedals now. We're going to wait 3 minutes and 20 seconds before we do so. Oh, what a beautiful effort. Plenty more of where that came from. Woo! Right. Showing way too much chest. No chest hair, but way too much chest. Right. 3 minutes. Now's the time. I just looked at Laura there, reminding me to drink. I like it. You can see the amount of water and liquids I'm losing. Going to try and replenish that now. Good time to do so while you're not putting much effort in, while your breathings come back down to not normal, but not far off. So this one, we're going to change it up a little bit. We've got a 2-minute perceived effort of 6, and then we're going to raise it to 9. And for the next 6 minutes, so we've got 2 minutes near off max, and then the next 6 minutes is going to hold that threshold effort. Now, it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. But don't you worry, because we're all here with you. We're doing it for real. We're not faking it. Just think of us in your pain cave with you. We're all suffering, but we're all making them gains together. Oh, this time is ticking by. And while we've got 1 minute and 50 seconds left, with our easy, I'm going to get Manon to answer some questions. Here we go. Quick fire questions. We've done this before. Is she going to change her answers, or is she going to stick? The question is, what coffee does she like? White or black?
Black, Americano.
Aero bike or climbing? I remember your answer from last time. Don't change it.
Definitely aero.
Deep wheels or shallow?
Definitely deep.
Traditional or futuristic?
Futuristic.
Interesting move. I personally would have gone traditional. But who's one to say who's right or who's wrong? Right, literature or movies?
Movies.
Nelson would disagree. Right. Photography or painting?
Photography, I think.
Aero or loose-fitting cycling clothing?
Definitely aero.
Tracksuit bottoms or jeans?
Tracksuit bottoms.
Tracksuit bottoms?
Yeah.
You can tell she's an athlete. Trainers or another style of shoe?
Trainers.
Right. Blonde or brunette hair you prefer on yourself?
Brunette.
Okay, cool. Right, 20 seconds. Those were very fantastic questions from me. They'll
Very
only be
cycling
getting better.
related.
Are you married, Manon? Just get that out of the way. I know we're going to get a lot of comments.
I'm not married yet. I am engaged.
Soon to be married.
She's committed.
Here we go now. The time is gone with my quick fire questions from my bank of amazing questions. 2 minutes. Now, back to the gears, the resistance that we were on before. So let's add a gear. Nice one, man. Oh, Manon's just stepped into the big dog. Very much like that. She's in the big plate, the big ring, the big daddy. Right, here we go now. I just had to make sure I was still in the big ring too. Right, let's get focused now. Katie is looking so focused, so composed. You can tell she's still in the peloton now. Every little bit of training counts. 1 minute and 10 seconds gone. I'm sorry, 50 seconds gone. 1 minute and 10 seconds to come. Right, here we go. 1 minute. And then, Manny, we're going to add 2 gears to the party.
Aye.
We haven't got a massive party. We've got 11 of us. We're going to add another 2.
Seems like an exclusive party to me.
Yeah, at the moment, we've got 5 guests. Or I have anyway. Yes, it's COVID time, so we've got to keep social distance. Right. 30 seconds, then we're going to join 2 more to the party. Let's hope they're up for a ride. Let's hope they're up for it. They're going to get dancing on the dance floor, just like us on our bikes. Right, 12 seconds. Are you ready now? Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride. Do you know what? It's time for bobsleigh time. Here we go. 2 seconds. 1 second. Add 2 gears. Here we go now. Let's add if you want to. We've got 2 minutes now at this intensity, and we've got 6 minutes back in intensity. We're around 6 to 7 before our 4-minute break. Rest, active recovery. You know what I mean. Come on. Manny Arthur looking suplex on the bike. If you're looking for style, if you're looking for panache, the guy have it in spades. 1 minute and 30 seconds now. Amazing how I can talk. Don't know where it comes from. But if you're bored of my talking, turn up the music, turn down the volume. If you're enjoying it, turn up the volume. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. 1 minute and 7 seconds now. The focus is real. We're all like pods of dolphins, chasing the ship, being in the wave. No idea where that came from. Thinking about dolphins. 45 seconds. Hold on to the wave. If you're a surfer, stay on the wave, paddle in. Work hard, because once you're on it, you're going to enjoy it. 34 seconds now. Manon Lloyd, that's a UCI illegal position. Luckily, we're not racing. 25 seconds now. Hold that. Hold it. Keep that RPM up. 17 seconds. 15 seconds. Come on now. Be strong, be resilient. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 1 gear down. No, let's go 2. Let's go 2. Let's kick 2 people out the party. Have you kicked them out?
I've kicked them out.
Yeah, you kicked them out. There we go. We're making it more exclusive. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Hold the intensity now. Nice work, Katie and Laura at the back there. Showing us all what composure looks like. Reminding me to stay composed. It's easily done and it's easy to forget about. Here we go now. Manny Arthur. In our next break, I'm going to give you some fire questions, quick fire questions. Be ready for it.
Yes, Hank, ready.
Good lad.
Whenever you are. I hope you're going to keep it sensible.
Here we go. I'll always keep it sensible, mate.
Don't give me no spinners.
You know me. Always abide by the rules. Always. I'm not one to go above and beyond. Always stay within the lines of guidance. If anyone has seen GCN, you know that's probably untrue. Right. 30 seconds now, and then we're going to add one more person to the party, another gear to the party. 20 seconds, and we'll do so. If you want to change up your hand position on the bike, do so. Keep it variable. Now, if you're on a spinning bike, it'll offer you some different hand grips. It's good to relieve the pressure on your palms. So if you want to just step into the drops, if you've got drops, or move to the hoods, or like you see Laura there at the back, on the tops. Now there's a variant, different positions that you can utilize. Now we've stepped into that 2 minutes. Let's get another gear. Nice work, Manon. Nice work, everyone. You can hear them changing their gears. Stepping up the effort level, holding that RPM. If you're into time trials or you're into racing, RPM's a really good way of pacing your effort. It's really good as not worrying about the fluctuation of the wattage. It's much easier to sit at your RPM. Here we go now. One minute to go before we get rid of one gear. We make it slightly easier. You're doing really well, team. Start thinking. Start focusing. Start engaging your mind, your physical body. Engage those muscle fibers that you may have forgotten about you have. The big glutes. Not that I've got a massive bum, but I'm utilizing every muscle I've got. Come on now, 14 seconds. 10 seconds now. Got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go down again. Hold the RPM though, that's really important. Or naturally just go up a little bit. We want to keep the pressure on our cardiovascular system, our respiratory system. So this is our lungs, our breathing, our heart. We want to keep the pressure there, but relieve the muscle pressure. Now, if you remember back in the 90s, if you're a cycling fan, you remember Lance Armstrong, known for his, let's not go into it, but he was known for changing up the cadence, focusing on cadence, working on his cardiovascular fitness and strength, instead of the Jan Ulrich, who is known for pushing big gears. Now, what they found is that your muscles would burn out faster than your cardiovascular system. And that's been transported through into today, where a lot of the riders, a lot of the pro peloton use much higher cadences. The speed is always rising, the bikes are getting lighter. Science is being put into the sport, make us more efficient, accessing more speed from the bike. We've got 38 seconds left, so hold the cadence if you can. Hold that effort. And then we got 4 minutes of recovery, which you can enjoy. 28 seconds to be specific. 23 seconds. Hold it now. Nice work, Katie, there at the back. 13 seconds. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Not totally. Don't stop pedaling, man on Lloyd. Just keep spinning them legs. It's really important just to keep spinning those legs. We're going into active recovery now. This is like massaging your legs. You'll feel some good endorphins already start seeping in. The positivity of you already being halfway through this session. We already got 24 minutes to go. Can you believe it? I certainly can't. Oh, it's an absolute pleasure to be with you guys and join you with your session. But I'm even more excited to find out what Manny Arthur has to say in the next 16 seconds. Manny Arthur.
Hey, Hank.
Are you ready?
Ready, yes.
Are you ready to run more?
Come on, let's get it.
2, 1. White or black shoes?
White shoes.
Long or short socks?
Long socks.
Lycra or casual?
Lycra.
Sweatband or casquette?
Oh,
Casket.
Nice. Tight lycra or loose fitting?
Always tight.
Nice. All right. To moisturize your legs, do you use Tropicana moisturizer or do you go for the coconut oil?
I prefer coconut oil, but I tend to use baby oil for the legs.
I like your style. Narrow bars or wide?
Oh, it depends on what you mean. But I like to go for narrow because I've got a 40-inch neck and shoulder, so I prefer to have 40 centimeters to match my shoulder width.
I like that, my brew. That was a longer answer than I was expecting, but we'll take it on the chin. Mountain bike or cyclocross?
Or cyclocross.
Austria or Sweden?
I've never been to Sweden, but I've been close enough to Austria.
New York
and I think I'll
or
go for
California? Taking too much time with your answers. Come on now,
Cali.
this is quick fire.
Cali.
California, yay, like it. Right, Britney Spears or Avril Lavigne?
Britney.
Like it. Oops, I did it again. Absolute banger. Radio 1 or Radio 2 in the UK?
Radio 1.
Nice, like it, keeping it young. I'm a Radio 4 man. Interesting. High cadence or are you a grinder with a low cadence?
Oh, high cadence.
Spin to win. Track or outside track?
Outside track.
There we go.
More options.
And who is your favourite presenter?
Oh.
Sai or Dan?
I've not met Sai yet, but so I have to say Dan.
There we are, Dan Lloyd. You've got Manny Lloyd's approval. Manny Arthur. I've worked with that on too much. Right, 50 seconds now left of our recovery. Little bit of fun there. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comment section below what your answers would be. Right, next time I'm going on question time. 40 seconds. Man on laughing at me disapprovingly.
oh God.
Shaking the head, going, blooming out, I have to work with that guy. 30 seconds.
Sweden or Austria.
So the next set we've got is 2 threshold ramp ups. We go into a max of 2 minutes. Ah, yeah! We love that. And then we do 4 minutes of threshold before our next big recovery. And that bit, I've got another trick up my sleeve to play on our guests. Wait for that one. Then we've got 4 minutes of threshold before our cool down. And then we're all done. You can go about your day. You can think about the questions that either, or not. I'd probably advise not. Or go to the office, sit back in the chair, get back working nice and hard. Or it's just starting your day and you're on a weekend and you can enjoy it. Put your legs up. I know which I'd rather be at. Right, 1 minute and 30 seconds with this perceived effort of 7. Now, with all this excitement, I forgot to change my gears. If you have 2, then add Manon did, see? And then add a few gears to our party. 1 minute and 12 seconds now. And then we're going to drop down 1 gear. So I'm going to add 2 for this last minute. And then I'm going to drop down one so I can ease off the resistance. A little bit. The wattage I'm sitting at, to give you an idea, but don't go on my wattage, is 270. And I'm not lying. Oh, great. Keep going now, 28 seconds. "17 seconds now. Two minutes now. Let go of one more gear. So what we're thinking about now is less pressure on the muscles, but keeping the pressure on the cardiovascular system. Learned that in GCSE biology. It's important, education. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Do you know what next? Fan on. Do you know what's coming?
What?
Do you know what's coming?
Effort-wise?
Yes.
No, I don't. Surprise me.
Do you want me to let you know?
Do I want to know?
Yeah, you do.
Go on then, tell me.
We are going into our perceived effort of 9.
Ooh.
So we're going to push off the bobsleigh. We're going to jump in. And we've got a 2-minute ride before we go back into our resistance sweet spot training, okay? If you haven't seen Cool Runnings, I advise you do so, and you might notice some of the nods to the film. Right, 40 seconds. Yesterday we were talking about what's our favourite film, and Cool Runnings has got to be up there. 35 seconds now. Are you ready? Hey, Manny.
Yes,
Have you got your lucky egg?
I'm ready. I've got my lucky egg, mate.
You got your lucky egg. Kiss that lucky egg. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to watch the film.
Yes, I can.
15 seconds. Are you ready to feel the rhythm? Mano, I said, are you ready to feel the rhythm?
Yes!
5. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. It's bobsleigh time. Here we go now. 2 more gears to the party. We're in the bobsleigh. The sprint has happened. Come on now, it's full of adrenaline. 1 minute and 45 seconds to sustain. Push that pain away. Engage the effort. Focus on your power, your strength, the positivity. Ooh. This is the last hard effort. Let's make it count. Come on now, Manog. Let's up that cadence. Really dig in. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Anyone can last 1 minute and 20 seconds. Even you at home. Come on now. One minute. Stefan from behind the camera is smiling away. He's actually wearing a mask, but I reckon he's smiling. 50 seconds. Come on now. Come on, Katie and Laura. Dig in now. It's like playing the violin at the West End in front of thousands of people. This is it. We're not giving up. We're holding the orchestra together. The guitars are playing, the drums are drumming. 30 seconds. Woo! The bobsleigh's nearly over. Jamaica is about to win the Olympics. Come on now. 15 seconds. Oh my gosh. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we've overturned the bobsleigh. Oh my gosh, we got to back up a little bit. Who could think that I could make bobsleigh into a turbo session? I would never have thought it. Keep the pressure on the pedals now. 4 minutes. Get back to that sweet spot. Katie, like your style, cheers. It's not alcoholic, just full of electrolytes. Champagne or lager is probably not the best recovery drink. Dan, please say the opposite. I'm sorry about the sweat, team. Sorry about it. It's just too exciting. 1 minute and 15 seconds. Olivia, don't film my sweat. Come on now. 1 minute. 1 minute now, and then we've got 2 more minutes. We're going to add another 2 gears or 1 gear to the party. Aren't we, Manny?
Bring it on.
Right, here we go now.
Start to feel the fatigue.
In 40 seconds now, we're going to get another gear going. Hello, guys. You're welcome back to the party. That's me speaking to my chain rings. Something I do. Not on a regular basis. Manon thinks I'm going completely insane. To be honest, I'll join her.
The things that go through your head.
20 seconds. Right, we ready? That old bay is going to be under a little bit more strain, isn't it, Manny, now? 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 more gear now. Hold this effort now. Come on, dig in. Come on now. Let's get through this. Last little bit, come on now. Dig in. One minute, 30 seconds. Focus now. The quiet in the room just means we're focusing. We're deep in our minds now. One minute and 6 seconds. Come on now, keep pushing through. You're breaking down the doors. The walls are crumbling. You're fighting your way through. Fighting off that pain barrier. Encouraging it and not giving into it. You're doing great. Come on now. 40 seconds. The face of Manon. Amazing. So composed. The poker face, of which I have not got. 25 seconds. If you're playing poker with me, you're guaranteed to win. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10 seconds now. Hold it now, Katie. Nearly at the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back off on the pedals. Keep them rolling though. Let's go down through the gears. Engaging those bigger rings on the back. The easier rings. Got 4 minutes now to just get back our composure. We're gonna really actively reduce our heart rate. And while doing so, we're going to play our favourite game. All right? Man on Lloyd.
Yes, Hank.
Manny Arthur, are you ready? We're going to do a quick fire answer. And it's the first one to answer correctly. All right?
What is it?
It's all cycling specific.
Okay.
You get points, don't you, Stefan? And Stefan is our adjudicator. Right, we've got 3 minutes now. What team does Van der Poel ride for? Go.
Uppers and Phoenix.
1 to Manny. What team does Mariana Vos ride for?
Lotto.
Jumbo Visma. Women's Jumbo
right.
Visma team.
Man on Lloyd, it's 1-1. All right? It's 1-1. In what month does Paris-Roubaix normally take
March.
place?
No, April.
April.
What's your final answer?
April.
I'm going to go with Manny on that one.
Do you know the answer?
Oh, no. Hey, guys, I'm just the instructor, all right? Right, next question. How light is a Pinarello Dogma frame set?
7 kilos.
7.5.
Hank doesn't know the answer to that
Manny
one
Arthur
either.
is actually correct.
Oh, damn.
He's closest to the answer.
7.7, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah. The next question. Who won the Tour de France in the year 2012?
Bradley Wiggins.
Nice one, Manon. Hello, back in the game.
Sorry, Brad.
Right.
Sorry. Should have got that one.
Who is sponsoring ES Cycling Kit?
Sorry?
Who is
Rafa.
sponsoring?
Rafa.
Nice, Manon. 3. I think I'm right in saying. Right. Another off-the-cuff question. Do you think all team cars are going to become electric in 5 years' time?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
Nice.
that you can't be
Well,
right.
we
on that
hope
one.
so.
I think I agree. Who is the current world record holder for the hour record? It's going to have to go to our adjudicator.
Victor Campenaerts.
Here we go. I like it. Yeah, Victor Campenaerts did it in Mexico, I'm right in saying.
I think we had some interference there.
At altitude.
I'm not happy about that.
Right, the last question. Winner takes all. I've got to think about this one because I'm going to make it good.
Have a good thing.
All right, just let me think.
If you're at home, get ready.
Yeah, if you're at home, make sure you answer in the comment section below. Right. I'm stumped for the question. Who was this quote from? Feel free to shout, KTD or Laura, if you know the answer. Ride your bike, ride your bike, ride your bike. There we go! KT is the winner! And we got 5 seconds before we go to our next effort. Here we go now. 3, 2, 1. If you missed that answer, it was Eddie Merckx. An absolute hero, icon in the cycling world. So there you go. Not only have you engaged in an hour-long training session, you've also learned something about cycling, or you already knew all the answers, which I'm sure you probably did. 1:40 now. And then we're going to add another gear. We've only got 3.5 minutes left of effort. And then we are done. Come on now, 1 minute, 20 seconds. It's amazing how time flies, isn't it, Manon?
Time flies when you're having fun.
You said that without a smile on your face. Which basically alludes that you're not having fun. She goes, time flies when you're having fun.
Oh.
Right, 1 minute. Manny,
Yeah.
time is flying. What is that, mate?
We're having a blast.
There we
Time
go.
flies
Look
when
at
you're
the smile on his face. I can't even see him, and I reckon he's smiling.
Manny's always
3
smiling.
seconds. If you want to be outside, you can do.
I've just got a special condition, you see, Hank. It just keeps me smiling every day.
I'll borrow that condition. 30 seconds. And then we got one last 2-minute effort. Laura's so ready for. Always. That's what I like to hear. 15 seconds now, and then we're going to get another gear.
I am sweating like I'm in a sauna right now, Hank.
I'm glad you used that metaphor. 5, 4, 3. Sometimes I make myself laugh. Right, go! Last 2 minutes. I was once told never laugh at your own jokes, but when they're so good, it's really hard not to. Right, 2 minutes. Last bit. Woo. If you want to get out of the saddle for a minute, we've been in the saddle for an hour. So it's always good to put a bit more pressure through the pedals in that right lift. Yeah, that's correct. Lift one of our camera ladies, who's behind the camera there. 1 minute, 25 seconds. Come on now. We've also got Carla behind the camera, who's done a lot of these sessions behind the scenes. Can't tell if she's smiling, but hope she is. Right, 4 minutes left of this entire session. 1 minute left of our effort. Come on now. We're nearing the end. Get back in the saddle. Let's put more effort in. It's the last one of the day. Not for us, but for you, hopefully. Oh. Come on. Only 40 seconds left of effort. Come on now. Woo. Man on, give me one sentence that is going to make me keep pedaling.
Oh,
I know what she's going to say.
what?
Pain is temporary, quitting lasts forever. Come on now,
Exactly.
15 seconds. Were you going to say that?
Yeah, pain is temporary.
There we go.
It's not going to hurt in a minute.
10 seconds. Out the saddle if you want to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we are. There we are. The hard work is done. That does not mean the session is done though. It's really important to utilize the warm down. Now this is to help injury prevention. This is to settle the mind, the body, our physical beings before we get back to work. If that's you stretching on the bike, I can't see what Manny's doing, but it's got to be something fun.
He's rehydrating.
I'm hydrating.
He's hydrating.
Hashtag taking a shower.
I'm telling you, it's absolutely boiling in here. We've not been allowed to put our fans on. We're not being allowed. So think about us. Right, Krumer. Make sure you're getting your fluids in. Oh, start relaxing. Shake off them legs. We got a perceived effort of 1. Just 1. Keep them wheels turning. Keep them pedals going. Right. Everyone sit back on your bikes. Relax your shoulders. Haven't done this before. Work with me on this. Right, just roll your shoulders back like that. Roll your shoulders back. It's really important to... If you can't see me, Katie or Laura, just copy Manon. Hopefully she's doing it right.
How am I not doing it right?
No, you are now. I was joking. Right, roll them back. There we go. Just stretch off your shoulders. Right back. Now hold it back. Try to reach your elbows, touch each other from behind you. If you're really flexible, you can do that. I definitely can't. And then put one arm over the other. Just stretch out the back of the arm. Oh, doesn't that feel good, Manon?
It does actually. You forget how
And then
tight
just-
your back gets.
It's really important because you're in that hunched up position. Your muscles contracting around your back. It's really good just to stretch off those shoulders. Trust me, you'll feel better for it. Switch over the arms. Same goes for the neck. Lean the neck to one side. Don't strain it. And the other side. And then forwards. And then backwards. And then stop pedaling. And then put one foot down, so your heel's down on one foot. And just stretch off. Bring your pedal up so you're stretching off the calf. Can you feel a stretch?
Yep.
Now you should feel a stretch from behind the knee. Go up the leg. Hold that for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And change. Look at that for a voice. Right. And deep breaths. That's such a bad noise. And then just spin off those legs now. Right, if you enjoyed this session and you want to do another one, feel free to click on another session. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And thank you to all my guests. And we'll see you all in the next session. Take care.